So hi everybody, welcome to this video. This is Richie the Blind Hedgehog and I'm here with these two wonderful Spongebobs. I could collect these two, they're absolutely beautiful, especially this guy's incredibly adorable. But as you can see, they came a little gross. So I wanted to wash them and see what they would look like afterwards. This guy is not that bad. He has a little damage here on the leg and he's a little spongy. He's really soft. I have been having this guy in my favorite list for a while. I decided to try to collect him and see if it would be a nice sleepy Spongebob plushie. I'm trying to quit collecting Spongebobs, but I know it's quite hard. I really like these two, and they might be the last ones from my collection. I might show you another video of my Spongebob collection, maybe. But for now, we're gonna put these guys in the bathtub and see, especially this guy here, and see if we can turn them all yellow again. So yeah, it's because here, see, and there, and here, they can have some issues. I just hope he doesn't. Yeah, I know I've been adding some soap and maybe that makes a mess. So it is here, and then I'm just gonna let them, yeah, just stay in the tub for a while, and then hopefully they will turn all clean again. But they need some rubbing, of course. This guy is absolutely adorable. I really wanted to have him in my collection. He's a little smaller than I thought it would be, not exactly the same size as my other Spongebobs, but he seems to be a little smaller. But I really like his little heart in his hand, and I'm really glad because this way I have a little Kermit with a heart and a little Spongebob with a heart, and I think those are adorable Valentine plushies. His shoes are black. You can actually see how it turns out already. You might actually even already see some changes. I just hope the soap will do a good job in the warm water. If you see your plushie loses color, you remove it immediately. Stay at first with your plushie in the beginning. Make sure, don't use water that's too hot, don't use too harsh chemicals. You can use hand soap. And you see the plushie reacts badly, just remove everything. I had that with my Titanic slippers, which I still use one for a plushie. But luckily, there was nothing wrong with it. So obviously Spongebob is not reacting badly. Neither is his heart. So you can just keep on washing him. He has a cute little nose too, see? Really sweet little plushie. I'm gonna see for the other one. I used a big tub because of the size of this guy. He's really big. Let's see. This guy isn't necessarily really dirty. I just want to make sure that he's beautiful and yellow again. He's just a little used, I believe. He's made of that spongy, fleecy material, if you can see. As you can see, it is coming a little, well, I don't really, it's like inflating the plushie. See? It's a weird effect. But this way is really clean. And just rub him to detach all the germs. And you can already see the water changing color. Sometimes it's a good thing to wash the plushies when they are used. Plushies are not the most hygienic toys. So at some point, and if you want to remove all the bacteria and all the germs and all the mites that might be on them, just put the plush for one night in your freezer. That will kill all organisms that are crawling over it. You might not see them, but they're still there. And they cannot survive those cold temperatures. So they will just die. That way you can not only wash your plush, but you can even kill all the organisms and bacteria that are walking over it. He's like a little balloon there. Gotta turn him around. Yeah, I still have to fix that, I believe. So this plush is going to get very heavy once it's just drained with water. If your plush is heavy like that, make sure to pick it up with both hands to sustain the stitching, because sometimes the stitching can just get loose because of the heavy weight due to all the water that's just drained inside the plushie. A good quality plushie shouldn't react badly to hand soap, but there are colorings that are not really well fixed on the plushie, and sometimes they just can get loose or just wash off in water. I would definitely not recommend using the washing machine, because I think it's a bit of a violent way for plushies to be washed. Some plushies will not come out in a better way. There are plushies that are well known to be quite clean and well washed after it, but sometimes her hair gets messy and completely, it's just, sometimes it can mess up a plush more than it cleans a plush up. Try to give plushies a softer treatment. They're no clothes. And some plushies have attachments and features and embroiderings and other finishings that can just turn out really bad in a washing machine. So try to just hand wash your plush like this. Obviously it gives a really nice effect. Look at Spongebob here. It's much cleaner already, see? It changes a lot. And if you rub in a little bit more, you're definitely up for a good result. No necessary to use really hot water or really biting chemicals to wash a plushie. Usually it says so on their tags. Do not use any harsh chemicals and violent washing machine and high temperatures to wash plushies. I know it's kind of awful to see, but this is not necessarily what you can also do if you give a plushie a soft turn in the washing machine is put the plushie in a washing bag, just like the bras. If you have something delicate, just put it here. Like for example, one of mine, see? Just use one of these. One of those really nice little bags to protect the plushie. And that way you have a nice protection for your plushie. And there you go. Not sure when these guys are coming out. So you can see all the soap is disappearing. All the foam, I call it foam, I don't really know how you would call this. This little tie. For example, indeed, Spongebob has this little tie. Here it's attached. It's not always the case. In a washing machine, like here, for example, can be quite violent for such little things. And his nose, too. So, especially the white of the eyes here. See? So these plushies were not necessarily really gross. I just wanted to give them a little bath. Make them look good again. Make them look great again. Oh, there we go. See how heavy he is? Look how clean. Look here. There's a long leg. Because of course plushies might also contain germs and bacteria in their content, in their foam. They might just feed on the little particles of your skin that are left on the plushie. So because of that reason, sometimes it's just a good thing to put them in the freezer for a night. I know children sometimes don't really like having their plushies washed or treated. Just make sure to treat the plushies in a good way. Make sure that you don't have to tell your child that mom or dad messed up the plushie really bad. that's gonna be one hell of a bad experience. Look how good he is. Here people like to have a spare one of the plushie. A child likes a lot. Make sure they always have another ready in case there's a problem with the first one. There are even Facebook groups looking for people looking for spare plushies. Go. So I'm just gonna let these two bathe, and I'm gonna see later how they look.